Hello and welcome. We are going to do a little mod review of a flying thing. We are going to review this guy that you can see in the foreground. This is a KA-26 SH helicopter. There are a couple of versions of this knocking around. One that doesn't work, I believe, and then there's a couple of others. The one we're looking at today is one by Lambo Mods. He is the guy behind the V22 Osprey that we looked at previously, and he's behind a couple of other mods as well. He's taken this KA-26 SH mod that was posted originally and didn't work. Essentially, he's actually made it work, and he's turned it into a crop sprayer as well. So this is a helicopter sprayer. So we did look at previously a sprayer plane that didn't fare too well, and it was a little bit tricky to control and move around. Let's just hope this is better. I know that basically Lambo, when he got the V22 and the Mi-26 as well, those guys running, those were very easy to control. The two plane, the plane and the other police helicopter that we looked at, which are variants of them of a similar chassis as it were incredibly difficult to control. Let's see how this is. So this, the details to download this will be provided on the video description. There's a couple of versions of this. There's the original one, which I think doesn't work, and then there's this one, which is essentially upgraded and fixed, and they've changed the colours and so on. So let's get in and take a look at this beast. Actually, no, first off, let's take a look at the stats of the thing. So one of the things we've done, just to sort of show you, we've bought this Field 21. We're going to show you do the actual fertilizer sprayer piece on here. We'll take a look at it on there. It's in cars. This is the helicopter. It will cost you 45,000. The KA-26 SH. This mod will basically cost you £40 a day to run, 650 HP, and it's a 478 kilowatts. It has a 620 litre fuel tank, top speed of 99 miles an hour. It can hold 4,000 litres of whatever. It has a 20 metre spraying width, a working speed of 27 miles an hour. Not sure how that applies here, and obviously it takes fertilizer, liquid fertilizer. So essentially it is a sprayer, and can be used to increase the field yield. The only options on this are the engine. I'm not sure what this is because it's a broken translation. However, it has this Royce C10, which I'm guessing is a Rolls-Royce maybe engine. I'm not sure. They do not seem to change the overall stats of the vehicle, whichever one you choose. So we purchased that one with the Royce engine option. So here it is. What we're just going to do is get ourselves in. As soon as we get in, the rotors will start, the smoke will build up. I'm going to put the hood on because we need to refill the sprayer. So whilst that's refilling, it will kind of warm up. And let's just get rid of that. As you can see, it's making a lot of smoke. Whilst it's kind of starting it, we'll look in the cockpit. Cockpit's fairly sparse. Just got the center column with a whole bunch of switches and stuff on. Nothing appears to work in there. We've got a few levers. We've got the kind of flight control stick and so on. A couple of wing mirrors as well. We are full. And if I take a look from the outside, we're actually a little bit off the ground, so it's kind of warmed up and put us into a very short hover. We can move around from here, so A and D kind of move you that way. It gives you kind of the horizontal rotation. As you can see, the tail fins move quite This is a dual rotor design, so there's no tail rotor on this helicopter. W and S move you back and forward, and to raise you higher, you've got left mouse button. As you can see, we're moving up, and we're kind of going up quite a lot. Our vertical velocity is basically causing us to move. It's even got there's navigation lights, the flashing green light there, which is actually kind of cool. So we can move over towards this field. We're just flying along. What I'm going to do is we're going to spray. So I'm not sure how we're going to position this. And one of the things I haven't quite figured out is how high you need to be. So Courseplay is going to pop up when we're doing this, unfortunately. Just going to kind of close it. I'm going to let us come down slowly. The vertical velocity kind of and essentially just goes down gradually. I'm not sure our height. Our height is 11 meters. So let's kind of position ourselves. We're over fully doing crop of fields out here. We're literally kind of, there we go. Oh, hold on, I just kind of don't want us to be too high or too low. Sorry. Let's do that. So let's go there. So what we're going to do is turn the sprayer on, which is like so, and we'll just move forward. And hopefully this will have sprayed the field. And we should be able to tell that by basically we should get a darker strip down the middle of the field if we look at the base thing. Don't know if we're too high or not. The other thing is that didn't seem to use as much as the plane mod that we saw, so I'm just going to land this guy here, and then let's take a look at the field and just let's see how it actually worked. So we should go darker if it's been fertilized. Actually looks like it's worked. So if we kind of look, the left half of the screen there, the base looks a little darker than the right half. So we've actually fertilized the crop. So that's pretty cool. Let's get back in. Yep, we definitely have fertilized stuff. So we didn't have to be too, didn't go too high, but essentially if you've got the crop destruction mod on, you could essentially use this to fertilize a fully okay and kind of cropped grown field. Now strangely enough, there's no worker on this. This does work apparently on multiplayer, so I've heard. However, there is a caveat to that. I understand, and I'm not 100% sure, but the mod is only available to the server, a server admin, or one person. Something like one person on the server can use it, like the person that purchases it, potentially I think it is. It's kind of linked. The other thing is on multiplayer, of course, they won't see the rotators, the blades rotating. They will only see the sort of helicopter move, essentially because the moving parts will not move for them. So here we have this KA-26 SH essentially helicopter. It's a little crop sprayer. It's quite a nice little helicopter. Obviously they kind of moves funny, but it is kind of cool. for flying around, and essentially it is a crop spraying helicopter, and potentially you could have one for your farm if you like to kind of spray your crops in the air. Then this is the beastie for you. And strikingly enough, it doesn't actually burn through as much fertilizer as the crop spraying plane we tried out previously. I don't know, I can't remember if I actually posted that video actually. I have a sneaky feeling I actually didn't post it because it was literally not very good. But anyway, I will actually have to double check. I likely just snuck out as a kind of one that I didn't really push. But this is a nice little addition. It's a kind of cool mod with an actual usefulness of it all, of course, because it can be used for spraying, and as a sprayer it can essentially be used to spray when you've got things like crop destruction turned on. It saves you damaging your crop. You can literally just roll with it on a normally fully grown field. So with that, I'm going to just turn off the HUD of it. I'm going to zoom in a little more and actually just kind of have a look at this guy hovering over Goldcrest as we finish out the review. Basically, the details for this will be in the description. This version is by Lambo Mods, who is a great modder. He does a lot of interesting mods, and definitely check him out. He has a whole raft of different mods on things like military stuff, tanks, helicopters. He has some other vehicles like ATVs, trucks, and so on. Very much a non-farming type of vehicles that he does, but he does a really good job. I believe he's working on a Chinook helicopter. He's posted a couple of videos about it, early sort of access videos showing him doing the design work. So he's one of those kind of modders who will post videos and how-tos on all of his stuff as well, and you know, essentially how he goes through the design process and all that kind of good stuff. So with that, I will end that here. If you like this video and found it useful, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. This mod was essentially brought to you because of an inspiration from a guy on my Twitch feed earlier today, who basically said, you know, it was kind of saying that on the Cherry Hills map that we play, it would be great to have one of these helicopters out there. And here goes. I said I hadn't actually tried it out, and I grabbed it and I tried it out, and it is great. So with that, thank you very much. Thank you to the guy that basically sort of pointed me at this. I forget your name. Actually, it's Marty Stars, who was on the YouTube channel earlier on the live stream. Thank you for pointing me at this video. And with that, thank you and goodbye.